Welcome to Great Talking Entertainment. I'm your host, KJ, and this is the YouTube channel where I review movies and TV shows from all your favorite superheroes, including Marvel Comics, DC Comics, and much more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment official channel. Now, let's go, baby. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. My name is KJ, and I am the host. In today's spoiler review for the new Disney Plus series by Marvel Animation, Marvel Zombies Episode 4, aka the season finale of Season 1 of Marvel Zombies. This is my spoiler review. So if you have not seen this show yet, please pause this. But before you go and rewatch Episode 1 through 4 of Season 1 of Marvel Zombies, could you hit the thumbs up button, because that would help my YouTube channel out, and I appreciate that, and I thank you guys in advance. Come back, listen to this spoiler review and all 4 spoiler reviews if you have not, and comment below what you think about Season 1, Marvel Zombies, and I would love to hear your Marvel fan theories as well in the comments below, so drop them in the comments. Let's go. So again, this is a spoiler review. Y'all been warned. Now, let's get into it. This episode continues on from the last episode as the Nova Corps making the heroes go back to Earth and blew up the ship, destroy it. But Miss Marvel used her ability to make sure they don't die in outer space without helmets and made it back to Earth safely. But luckily, the members of the Mystic Arts Academy saved everyone from death. Wanda is after the Hulk, as we learn that he, as when he was Bruce Banner, absorbed the Infinity Stone, which they say he's not like the Hulk, but I always like to call him the Infinity Hulk at this point. But he has the whole power. This Hulk has the whole, Bruce Banner has the whole power of it, and he can stop the zombies. And the whole thing was Wanda was creating a huge army to fight this Hulk. And it became such an overwhelming battle. But we see some really new face in the Mystic Arts. It's a character who looks like a talking animal, like a Manador. And his name is Renatar. And he's a green, like, mythology beast, basically. But this one, he's much calmer, like a Buddhism way in the Strange Academy, or some call in the MCU, I believe call it the Mystic Art Academy. But with either or, he's here to help, and he explains why it's important to protect the Hulk, aka Bruce Banner, because the Infinity Stone's energy is absorbed. And Wanda has a plan, and she's going to destroy everybody for this thing. So, think about it. Wanda, in the MCU, she wanted the Infinity Stone. She wants, the dark magic stuff. She's gonna change reality. And then when she becomes a zombie in this universe, she's going to take all that energy from Hulk. And throughout that, we see that he's explaining how it is. So they can't go into outer space because, the Novocaine won't. But we also learned that he's the anchor of this universe. Now, remember, they've been using anchors for a bit now. Now, Wolverine was who was Logan in Old Man Logan, the movie, or Old Man Logan for the comic books lover. But he was the anchor of Deadpool's universe. Even though in the movie Deadpool Wolverine, he got a different Wolverine who failed to protect the X-Men from, particular political battles that they deal with throughout X-Men stories. So it's one of those things. So it's really interesting in this universe. The Hulk's the anchor of this of the Marvel Zombie universe, right? And basically, if he dies, loses the multiverse of this, maybe the TVA has to come in and destroy this. And it's crazy. And you know what I noticed is, and maybe I didn't see it, but I didn't see the Watchman. I didn't see the Watchman step up, step in, but he never does, but sometimes he does. So he definitely wasn't stepping in because we don't want him to become a zombie. That would be nuts. But we got this, and we see this huge battle as Wanda is dominating by sending a army of zombies, unlimited. And it gets so bad, like, everybody just starts dying. Everybody gets eaten or killed, like. And at the end, Kamala kind of chooses to go with Wanda, and it gets bad. But what's crazy is Thor comes down as a zombie, and he can grab that hammer, and he's making it much worse. And he's fighting the Hulk. The zombie abomination is fighting the Hulk. You know, we're seeing everybody fight this Hulk, but you know what's really cool is he's using the Infinity Stone's powers with his ability of just punching and kicking and smashing. And he seems so calm. He's not angry. So this is the most calmest Hulk, or he's just extremely dead pissed off. Either or, he seemed well balanced, but he does make the same mistake that the zombie Thanos makes in a way. But to me, I think what he tried to do the best, he did everything. They had giant zombies smash him. You know, again, it was nuts. I mean, and then what's interesting, we know that Wanda can bring back the dead and bring back people who sacrificed themselves, and they went back, and it got nasty. It got extremely, this was nothing really much detail, just there was a lot of familiar Marvel characters as zombies doing their thing, of course, fighting him and the other Avengers that were surviving, but at the end, it was not looking good. Death was death, you know, and this was not a happy ending at all. Like, the heroes lost. And because when Ms. Marvel grabbed Wanda's hand, she thought the reality was real. Maybe Wanda was doing the right thing, but it was just a false reality. And that's how this show ending. And again, it was a nice ending. Like, the hype to it, the build up to everything was good. Like, we saw a whole episode of just them fighting. We're seeing this Hulk. I'll call him the Infinity Stone Hulk. He was just whooping ass, laying the smack down as much as he could. And then the other heroes, they did their best. You saw Shang-Chi do his thing. You're seeing Ms. Marvel doing her thing. We're seeing Blade doing his thing. You know, we're seeing it, but it got tough. It got difficult. Spider-Man was about to get chomped. Like, they did everything they could, but Wanda has overflooded them with so many zombies. And I liked it because, you know what? Throughout this whole season, it had a Halloween horror film. It had the jumps and scares. It's the thing that a typical zombie show or movie would do. You know, zombies can overwhelm you, and yeah, you can kill a zombie, you can knock its head off, but if there's more just coming at you, they're coming to get you. You know, they're not going to stop. They don't stop until you destroy them. And when you got more zombies and she controlled them, and these are characters who can still do their abilities and powers, like, it was nuts, but it was fun to watch because this is a show, right, where it makes sense that the heroes would lose to this situation. You see what I'm saying? Being a superhero in an zombie apocalypse, you can't really you don't really get the superhero ending, you know? It's kind of like how The Walking Dead or Zombieland, like, the happy ending is you survived and you get to live another day. And if the Nova Corps don't want you in outer space, they're not letting you leave Earth. So until then. But like, also I like too. Well, we'll just focus on Miss Marvel for a bit because she's really the star of season 1 of Marvel Zombies, which totally now makes sense. But she was scared. She was scared. This is a thing that, okay, could Iron Man handle it? Yes. Could Captain America handle it? Yes. But seeing Thor is an example that maybe Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Steve Rogers, Captain America, or Sam Wilson's Captain America, they would still make the same choice as Thor because they know that they're the only ones who can hold off these creatures so everybody can get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as the Captain America shield's made out of vibranium, Wanda could bring back more zombies from the ground, right? And if you had you had a zombie version Thanos, you had a zombie version of Captain Marvel, Carl Danvers. You had a Marvel zombie Namor. You had the whole Wakandans as zombies. Like, you think that was just gonna be an easy zombie fight? You're incorrect. They said this is not how a Marvel zombie apocalypse would look like. You know, this is the Halloween horror scary theme is your favorite Marvel characters are evil. They're zombies. They're gonna get you. You know, she was scared. She was scared. Ms. Marvel was scared of it. She was under high pressure, you know. So she thought she made the right choice. But imagine it's kind of like Spider-Man in Far From Home. You know, he thought giving Mysterio those custom-made glasses by Tony Stark was the right choice. But it wasn't the right choice. She kind of made the same choice by just giving in to Wanda. But the two differences that there were zombies. Like, she's watching everybody get eaten to death. Like, even Blade was getting it. He was going to get got. But, you know, like, it just shows you, like, this was not going to be that the ending of a hero on top, you know, and the bad guys lose. No, this in the way the bad guys wins, which is Wanda. It's the zombies win. And all they want to do is just bite you. So that's all it was. So the zombie apocalypse really won this battle. Wanda is the leader of it, but she won. She's the queen witch, you know, whatever. But that's the story of it. But what a great ending. Honestly, what a great show. Like, it felt like a zombie show, and they did everything you would expect a zombie with superpowers or mutant powers or whatever, godlike powers would do. Like, a zombie Thor did everything what I would imagine a zombie Thor would do and worse. You know, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. And some of these characters talk, so the fact that Wanda is a zombie and she still healed her brain where she can use her talk and think and come up with a plan is even scarier. So they got the scary part to me on point. And again, I love the character build up to Ms. Marvel. You know, again, like this is really good build up. And I honestly should they do a season 2? Yes, every year they should do a season. Just for Halloween. Just for this Halloween year. Like, it doesn't need to be connected to everything or any other Marvel animation, but this should definitely be a Halloween yearly thing, I would hope. I mean, if they did another 4 episodes, great. For season 2, that'd be awesome. I would love it. But I think this has some legs. I think people will enjoy this as much as I did. And honestly, it's just so good. What a great... It's a simple zombie story with the Marvel elements and Marvel character superhero like feature, and it all mashed up really well. I mean, it blended in so well. It was, I don't know, honestly perfect. And I think everybody who voice actor, a lot of, I don't know, they're all the actors and actresses who played these characters in the live action, but if they did, they did really well. A lot of them did well. Obviously, that wasn't Tom Holland voice acting Spider-Man, and that wasn't Mahershala Ali voice acting that Blade, but they did such a great job, honestly. No hate to it at all, but I loved it. I loved everything about it, and there were some characters I just couldn't recognize. Like, they're in there, but I couldn't recognize them at all. But if you recognize them, let me know in the comments below. There's a lot of other characters I just didn't mention because I couldn't get confirmed answers if there was this particular character. But there's a lot there, and I loved everything about it. So this one, to me, the way it ending again makes sense. But this also teaches an idea like Ms. American Chavez, she beat Wanda, but in this universe, Ms. Marvel, she didn't beat Wanda. She caved in, right? So it's kind of like in the Earth 616, Wanda got, but in this universe, the zombie universe, Wanda outsmarted, but two different characters, obviously, but they're connected in so many ways. So that's what's really cool about that, and it kind of foreshadowing some stuff. But as far as like season 1 go, it was really, for 4 episodes, that was really good. I would, selfishly, I'm gonna always say I wish there was 4 more episodes. I wish they had other Marvel characters like Deadpool, Daredevil, Ghost Rider. Hell, I would love to see a zombie Galactus. That would have been sweet. Or a zombie Wolverine or something. Like, I would love to see any of the X-Men characters too in this. But, that's just me. That's the only thing I would want. Selfishly, that's just being selfish about it. But but out of 4 episodes, this was really great story, and I think everybody would truly enjoy this. And of course, it's just refreshing. It's like a little break from the MCU of the Earth 616. But, because, we got time, we got a lot of time, a lot of months to wait until we get to Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day, of course, for next year, and whatever else they got coming out on the Disney Plus series with Marvel and stuff. So really great episode, and the animation was really good. It's similar to obviously Marvel What If, but I really like that type of animation and stuff. I would say the Eyes of Wakanda animation to it was better because I just loved the art. It was more artistic. It was more drawn out, and it just had like the African culture to it, of course. And that's why I like that one better as far as the design and the animation. I would go with Eyes of Wakanda for sure. But this show, again, I loved it for what it is. It was scary. I liked it. And if I had to give episode 4 1 out of 10, I'm definitely going to give it a 7. What a great way to end this show for season 1. And if I had to give season 1 of Marvel Zombies, I'm going to give it an 8.5. For 4 episodes out of 1 season, that's pretty good. It's pretty simple storytelling, simple plot, and it fits like the Halloween theme. So that's why I give it an 8.5. It's meant for that. It's not meant for Christmas. I mean, you can watch it at Christmas, Thanksgiving, whenever you want to watch it, but for that particular holiday, it fits Halloween so well for that holiday. So that's just my opinion. And I hope you guys checked it out, and I would love to hear your guys' thought on it. But that is my spoiler review for Marvel's Zombies. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Great Talking Entertainment. Subscribe, hit that notification button so you can always be updated with all my latest content. Thank you guys, and peace out.